A contractor making clothes for sportswear giant Nike has been caught using forced labour in Malaysia. An undercover investigation by 7 News discovered factory workers being paid a pittance and forced to live in squalor, while Nike stars earn a fortune.
Oftentimes, greed and status blind us to what is actually happening. Children in South Asia live in rural conditions where families do not have enough money to support their families due to low wages. In order to survive, children leave their education behind to find work to help sustain their families.
According to UNICEF, child labor is defined as work performed by a child that is likely to interfere with his or her right to education or to be harmful to their physical, mental, spiritual, moral, social development.
Child laborers are often exploited and abused by their employers. They are beaten and kept awake in order to produce more. In Kielburger's story, Freed the Children, one boy said, "The master kept us hungry so the pains would take away our sleep. The longer he could keep us awake, the more work he would make us do."
The fashion industry has a high demand, and as a result, they need to find cheap labor in order to obtain the highest amount of profits. Not only that, children are usually much more agile and smaller, which makes them more useful. In addition, children are often tricked into working when the employers promise that they would pay them good wages. He said, "I would make good money and have it sent back home. I was given no money."
In Gujarat, children working on a cottonseed farm receive less than 75 cents a day. This is hardly a sustainable income for these children. In 2007, more than 400,000 children under the age of 18 were found to be employed in the cotton industry in Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka.
Sometimes big companies don't even know that employers hire children as laborers, since it is subcontracted for the company to actually know who is working for them. Employers know that child labor is illegal, so they do everything in their power to keep this hidden. When auditors visit the site, employers hide these illegal child workers to prevent them from being found.
Some big CEOs know about child labor, but don't see anything wrong with it.
Children have dreams of becoming educated, going to school, having friends.
We don't realize that the clothes we buy fuel the need for child labor in South Asia.
So what can we do to help?
By understanding where things come from and being informed, consumers can help curb child labor right at the root.
We can all contribute to the cause by being more aware of what we are buying. Not only us, but corporations can also help curb child labor by becoming more active in trying to end it. This includes being able to accurately trace the source of even their raw materials and being held accountable for all operations. They should also effectively communicate with suppliers to ensure that there is no tolerance for child labor.
According to their website, H&M has recently been making strides in helping end child labor in their supplier factories. They are able to acknowledge that the solution to child labor is to not just dismiss the children found in their factories in case they turn to a job more harmful, such as prostitution. Instead, they contact the families of the children and determine whether to pay the child while they complete their education or offer their job to an older family member. Should they find their subcontractor guilty of hiring child labor more than once, they terminate their business with them for good.
By holding companies responsible, we can help regulate child labor.
Although it is hard for us as individuals to make a change against child labor, we can help as much as we can by spreading awareness to others against this atrocity, as well as donating to the Child Labor Foundation. Famous social reformer and speaker Henry Ward Beecher had said, "Every charitable act is a stepping stone toward heaven." Let these children experience heaven. Thank you. And you will too. Oh, I am.
How long do I have to do this for? How much longer, please? Can we run? Can we be done? Can that be